So, welcome back. I don't know why I sound so excited. I'm tired. But, yo, I want to talk about the first shoe that ever went viral that I ever made. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first one. So, obviously, Huarache, inspired by the Puma disc, Runnified, coat of arms. That's actually such a sick shoe. Like, on a tangent, that's such a sick shoe. But, yeah. Pretty much made like I always did early on. I would just color flip. And the whole what's the word? Reason I did that, or the whole thing behind that, was customs in the UK was still a new thing. I mean, people did customs obviously, but it was like the graffitis and whatnot, having Mickey Mouse at the side of the shoe. I don't want to say sophisticated, but I guess this type of custom wasn't a thing. And a lot of young people don't really know. So what I would always do is I would take an existing colorway that worked in a different shoe, in this example, the Running Fag, Puma coat of arms, the disc, and just flip it onto the more popular, the more popular shoe of that month or of that year. And at that time it was the Huaraches. Everybody wanted Huaraches. Black Huaraches used to cost £250 resale. Imagine that, black Huaraches. But yeah, this was the first one that went viral. It was a sick colorway. It worked, like the inspiration behind it, how he was designing it for a friend's wedding and then he fell in love with the colors. I prefer the colors more than the story. I don't think that story was or that, but I prefer the colorway. And simply made it, got the Huaraches. It wasn't even easy to get. Got the Huaraches, painted them, just the toe, and then splattered grey splats around the. So I really wish I made them reflective, but yeah, I didn't really know how to get reflective paint back then. But with these went viral, and it was kind of crazy how they did it. Again, Fab, King of Trainers. He put them on Graham Daily. Graham Daily, a music site. Like, what the heck is she's doing? But for me, I've never ever been on a publication. I've been in newspapers for other stuff, but in a publication for something I made, like shoes, that has never happened to me. So when I saw that, I was like, oh snap, I'm on Graham. I was gassed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gassed. Like, shit. Like, just scrolling for the website, I didn't even know it was gonna happen. And then later on, I found out what really happened. King of Trainers knew someone at Graham Daily, and he asked them to post it. This guy didn't even tell me until after. Let me tell you a bit about King of Trainers. Forget the shoes. Let me tell you a bit about King of Trainers. First time I ever met this guy. Let me not say this guy because that's rude. But first time I met King of Trainers, my friend Shay introduced us. He called me and said, can you come to Shoreditch for 4? Don't be late. I was obviously late, my bad. But yeah, come to Shoreditch. And I met King of Trainers, I met Franklin there. I had a conversation with him for 5 minutes. I told him what I want to do, I told him what I do. And he said, cool, Crep City is so-and-so, you should come. I've got a table, can share it. This guy gave me a table at Crep City at NAC 1948. So if you know, that's when it became Oh Snap. So it was at NAC 1948. He gave me a free table after a 5-minute conversation. That 10 years on, he pretty much started my whole thing. He pretty much opened the door for me. After a 5-minute conversation with someone I've never met, all this came from that 5-minute conversation. Whether he wants to accept it or not, Fab, thank you. I know it's forever thank you. But yeah, the stuff that Franklin's done for people in this scene, and no one really talks about, or if they do, like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of hair there. This guy has put so many people on And the amount of hate he gets is weird because it does not make sense to me. He's legit trying to help people. But back onto the shoes. Franklin, forever thank you. Back onto the shoes. Oh snap, forgot about that bit. But yeah, back onto these. They got posted everywhere. It went on Graham Daily and then Instagram back then. A bunch of people posted it. And it caught the attention of Frankie B. If you know who Frankie B, he was the one that brought sneakerness to Paris. He contacted me of these shoes. He contacted me of these shoes and said, yo, I like so and so, would you like to come to sneakerness? So back again, if Franklin didn't post on Graham Daily, Frankie B would have never seen the shoe. I would have never gone to sneakerness. I would have never met Ronnie Fag. I would have never met so many people at that event that opened up so many doors for me. It's meant to be about the shoe, but Fab, Franklin, King of Trainers, it's forever love and it's forever thank you. But back to the shoes. Yeah, it got it got me to sneakerness. A shoe that I made in my bedroom wasn't really just simple, like just open up so many doors for me. This shoe opened up so many doors, made so many connections of this shoe. And something that not many people even know, I only had one pair. This is the blue and the orange. I painted the blue first because it's an easier color to cover. So, or the mint. I'm not sure if you can still see it, but you can still see some of the blue on there, so you know I'm not lying. I didn't have the money to be buying trainers every time. So I just used to think of a custom and seeing how many times I can repaint over that shoe and make another custom just to save money. But this shoe is so simple as well. It is so simple, but it got posted everywhere. This was meant to be about the shoes, but it ended up being about King of Trainers. But yeah, once this shoe got posted everywhere, it opened up so many doors. So many doors. And I was just like, wait, what? When I saw the email, like, oh, we'd love to you to come to sneakerness. I've never received an email like that. No one's ever invited me to an event. It's always me begging, like, not even begging, just me asking, like, yo, can I come to you? Or can I buy a table, blah, blah, blah. This was the first time I actually got personally invited to an event. It was in Paris as well. We all flew out. And it was, whoa to me. It was like, oh snap. Oh snap. Like, this could be going somewhere. This could be, it's not just some little thing anymore. It was never, yeah. It was, I never really saw it as some little thing, but it's starting to get real, if that makes sense. And that's what this shoe made me realize, that, oh wait, I could really do this as a job. This doesn't have to be a part-time thing or a part-time hobby. And yeah, it's something so simple, but that colorway flipping, because you don't really need, when you're trying to introduce someone to something new, you take something existing, something they already know, something they're already used to, and you just change it just a bit. You don't have to change the whole, like I saw people trying to create a whole nother colorway. Nothing wrong with that, but to someone that's new to the scene, just changing bits here and there brought them in. Like, it wasn't no obnoxious graffiti or some Mickey Mouse. It was just, you walking down the road, you wouldn't even know this is a custom. And that's what I've always strived for in my work, is not knowing whether it's a custom or a general release. That's all I've ever aimed for. It just looks like a general release. It just looks like a normal shoe. Custom wouldn't even pop into your head when you look at it. And that's something that I've kept since. Yeah. This is meant to be about the shoe, but I diverted a bit there. But yeah, this was my first viral shoe. I made it to Graham Daily before my rapping friends.